Hi, my name is Ivonne Guillen, and I'm going to be doing my CBO on the American Lung Association. So, this association helps people with lung issues learn more about what they have and how they can stay healthy. There are many places here in California where someone can get their services. So, some areas close to us would be San Diego, LA, Tustin, Bakersfield, and San Bernardino. And some things that this association has to offer is education on the lungs and certain diseases, as well as they do have programs that people can look into to see if it's what they need. The main target population for this specific association is anyone who suffers with lung problems or anyone wanting to be aware of what can happen to the lungs if not being taken care of. I also think that anyone who knows someone with lung problems can be part of the target population. So the scope of the problem is people smoking. We all know that cigarette smoke can narrow air passages and make breathing more difficult, as well as those exposed to secondhand smoking or hazardous areas. So like that chemical radon that can cause or worsen lung diseases. Not taking preventative measures. So some examples of that would be avoiding crowds during cold or flu season, getting vaccinations, and seeking help when you feel ill, and not getting enough exercise. So, be physically active can actually keep your lungs healthy, especially if you are older or as a young adult. Like, that would be great to be able to exercise and take that opportunity to uh, help your lungs out before it's too late. So, some objectives that I found in Healthy People 2020 that relate to this topic, it would be under TU11, reduce the proportion of non smokers exposed to secondhand smoke, and TU3, which is to reduce the initiation of tobacco use among children, adolescents, and young adults. So, a little bit of overview of the American Lung Association. It is a nonprofit organization. It's funded by individual donors, corporations, and foundations. So, an example would be the Christmas seals, which is basically a label that's placed on mail to raise funds, and it's associated with lung disease and tuberculosis. And they also have a Lake Tour bike trek that's it's an annual bike ride in Illinois with all donations going to American Lung Association. So, the mission of the American Lung Association is the leading organization working to save lives by improving health and preventing lung diseases through education, advocacy, and research. And their vision is a world free of lung disease. So, a little bit of history on the American Lung Association. It's for the past 115 years, this association has played a major role in creating and funding devices used to prevent, detect, and treat lung diseases. Some of the programs, education, and services offered here are online or in-person courses and programs. They also provide health education materials. So, like, these materials are mainly like articles or books where they can read about tobacco, smoking, lung diseases, asthma. And they also have a club called the Better Breathers Club, which is a support group for individuals with chronic lung diseases where they learn ways to cope with their conditions. So, for cultural competence, I found that the American Lung Association site within itself is really easy to use. It's not that hard to get around. If you look at the picture here, you can see that at the top it does have little sections to where you can look into it. And I did put some pictures up on what certain things you can look at. So, we do have, if you look on the About Us tab, it lets you know, it has little sections to let you know where you want to click if you're looking for who sponsors and supports them, their mission, their impact on the community. If you want to look into support and community, you can see where you can find your lung helpline, online support, local support, basically. And then I did like that the site has an option to change it to Spanish for Spanish speakers. I do wish the site had other languages, but I mean, it's something. So it's just basic contact information. American Lung Association's national office, where you can contact them by email as well. And then they also do have a lung helpline and tobacco quit line that you guys can also contact. I did put up the times they are available, and it's a basic basically the same one as the national office hotline.